Alright guys, so it's been a hot minute since I did a video like this, but today we're going to be playing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the 1990s NBA. We're going to see how he does. In spinning the wheel, he lands on the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is why I didn't really expect that, but the OKC were a very different team back in those days, so we're gonna put him on that team and see how he does. Shai is now on the Seattle Supersonics, along with Dale Ellis, Nick McMillan, Michael Page, and Brad Sellers. So now we're going to put him in the starting lineup. Make sure he's not on the bench. So let's just put Dale Ellis off and put Shai as a starting point guard there. Team rating is 63 overall. Shai is now starting at 71 overall. Now, according to the game, that's good. Just so you guys know, it's different, totally different from 2K. And we're gonna sim the 1990 regular season for 1 month. In his first game, Shai has 56 points in an overtime win against the Hawks. Things are going pretty good. 5-game win streak. Another 50 piece for SGA, and SGA is now injured. He has recovered. Just so y'all know, I'm gonna be speeding through the regular season so we can make this as quick as possible, because the whole video is 46 minutes as I'm recording this. And we are now third in the Western Conference, with LA, the Los Angeles Lakers at number 1, with Magic Johnson, James Worthy, Byron Scott, Wade Divac, Orlando Woodridge, Michael Cooper, and company. Go back to standings. And now we're going to be simming until the playoffs. Dale Ellis is injured with a strained groin. That's gotta hurt. Dale Ellis and Brad have recovered. 4-game win streak, 3-game win streak. Shai with another 50 piece over the Cavs, it looks like. Game winning free throw by Shai. Yeah, so it looks like he's obviously cooking. We're number 2 in the West as of now. Shai's injured again. Wow. And we clinched, and the Seattle Supersonics have clinched a playoff spot. Going a little win streak there, and Shai's out with a sprained ankle. He's already gotten hurt three, four times this season. And so we're the number 2 seed going up against Phoenix. So we're gonna do it 1 day at a time, and when it gets to a game 7 situation, we're gonna jump in. So we take game 1, check out the Phoenix Suns roster real quick. Tom Chambers, Jeff Hornacek, Kevin Johnson, Eddie Johnson, Mark West, and company. Seattle loses game 2. Alright. Seattle takes game 3. They lose game 4. Okay. Just so y'all know, first round in the 90s was best of 5, and then later on after that it's best of 7. So Seattle just needs 1 more. Check out Chicago's lineup with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Bill Cartwright. You never know, we might end up getting a matchup between those two in the finals. You never know. And Seattle wins game 5, going to stick around against Dallas. With Derek Harper, Sam Perkins, or Rolando Blackman, and others. So game 1 of the series, Seattle has it. Game 2, you take that. and Shai's out with a strained calf for 9 games. So we're going to see if Seattle can hold up the end of the bargain and win the series without him. Dallas takes game 3. Alright, just one game. And they take game 4. Okay, time to panic. Alright, time to enter panic mode now. Series is tied at 2-2. And they take game 5. Okay, they gotta lock in. Seattle must lock in order. And Seattle takes game 6. So we're going to a game 7. You know what that means, we're jumping in. So check out Boston's lineup real quick. As the Bulls have lost with Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Reggie Lewis, Robert Parrish. We're gonna be doing one day live. Just so y'all know, the computer's a tad bit laggy, so keep that in mind. If anyone wants to speed it up on your own or slow it down on your own, feel free to. So the game 7 starts with the second round against Dallas. Let's speed this up real quick. The score is tied at 0-0 for like 3 minutes in the first quarter, with Dallas scoring the first bucket. Dallas going on a little run. Seattle slowly catching up, but Dallas still in the lead. Now the score is tied with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go or so. Seattle takes a small lead, tied again. Another tie. Man, game is going back and forth. Intensity already building up in the first quarter. We reach the second quarter, still going back and forth. Seattle with a small 1-point lead, which is then taken over by Dallas with 2 points, 4 now. 3-point game for Dallas. Dallas taking another lead. Going on another run. Derek Harper with 13 points as of now. Rory Tarpley, whoever he is, with 9. Just so you know, they're playing for Dallas. You can see that. Third quarter starts. Dallas still in the lead by 7. Now by 10. Seattle needs to pick it up if they want to take this without Shai. Well, the way things are going, Dallas with a huge run. It looks like Seattle's chances of a championship, how even a Western Conference championship, is slowly dwindling. Derek Harper with 16 points, Sam Perkins with 15. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Not much from Seattle. Not much effort. Start of the fourth quarter, Dallas still in the lead. 87, 75, 89, 77. Dallas still going strong. Very strong. Four minutes remaining. Dallas about to enter triple digits. Yeah, with 82. 20 seconds left. 17. And that's the game. So Dallas wins second round 99-86. And Seattle loses in the playoffs second round. So now we're going to simulate to the end of that to see who wins the 1990 NBA Finals. And then Shai recovers from injury. A very heartbreaking loss for Seattle, but there's always next year. So only Shai's first year in the NBA, technically speaking. And Los Angeles wins the 1990 NBA Finals. Also, add a note, I'm gonna be skipping the draft and free agency also. Shai has made all-league first team with Magic, Michael, David Robinson, and Charles Barkley. He has also made first team all-defensive. And Dale Ellis has made sixth man of the year. Not sure why he's saying it's horrible, and then say it's too early to judge you. Kind of crazy. So now we go to the season preview, with Shai being top 3 players along with Michael, Magic, and top teams with the Seattle Symphony as number 1, which looks good. Alright. So entering 1991 regular season. Shai with a 72 overall, 74 potential, and he is 27 as of now. Sean Kemp is on the bench. We're gonna move him up. Of course, try not to interfere as much as only is necessary, just so y'all know. And with that, we're gonna start So the 1991 regular season starts now, with Shai and the Supersonics losing the second round to the Dallas Mavericks. Sorry, I got my basketball mixed up. Then the Bears and Nate McMillan. Bro, Nate just recovered from an injury. Now he's out again. Jeez. Nate and Dow are back from injury. 4-game win streak ended by the Phoenix Suns. Michael Case has recovered from an injury. We're now second in the Western Conference. Phoenix is number 1 as of now. Supersonics are suffering a lot of injuries at this moment. Then the Bears has recovered. Shai is injured for 14 games. Wow. 4-game win streak. 2 back-to-back losses. We are now third in the Western Conference. Shai is back from his injury. Made a 3-pointer, forced overtime and a loss. Sean and Dale are injured. They're back. Shai is injured for 2 games. He's back. Still third in the Western Conference. And the Supersonics have made their second consecutive playoff appearance. Four-game, 5-game win streak, 6 games, ended by Miami. 2 days left in the regular season. Shai with a 50-piece in the loss. The Timberwolves. And we are the 3rd seed going up against Portland in the first round. We got Terry Porter, Clyde Drexler, Steve Hansen, Jerome Kersey, Sidney Moncrief. Apparently, during this game, Sidney Moncrief announced his coming back. He was retired at first, but no, then he just went back for some reason. I don't know why he did that. Doesn't make sense. Well, let's start game 1 of the first round, and we take that. Dale Ellis is back from his injury. We lose game 2. We lose game 3. Not good. Supersonics take game 4. Tied 2-2. And we take game 3. Moving on to the second round against Los Angeles with Magic, James Worthy, Vlade Divac, Byron Scott, and company. Game 1 goes to Los Angeles Lakers. Alright. They're a tough team. Game 2 goes to who? the Lakers again. Derek McKee out with a strained groin for one game. Shai made 2 free throws to force overtime. Okay. So we take game 3. Shai came up clutch. We take game 4. Game 5. We take game 5. Now all they need is game 4 to move on to the Western Conference Finals. And they lose game, game 6. So now we're going to game 7. We'll jump right into this. I want to let y'all know, actually I will just tell y'all later. I don't want to spoil it ahead of time. So first quarter starts, the score is going back and forth. Multiple ties already. Looks like the Seattle are playing at home. No, actually been playing in Los Angeles. My bad, that's not a city. Shai with 8 points. Second quarter, Seattle has a good lead, but the Los Angeles Lakers are right up their heels. We're nipping at their heels. I don't know what the saying is. Seattle still keeping the lead. Oh wait, Los Angeles just take it. Oh, it's going back and forth. Lead is going back and forth. Now we enter the third quarter. Shai with 14 points. 1 point lead. For Seattle, 2 point lead. Now, score is going just back and forth. Shai with 16 points. The bench is playing some a little bit. Tom Kemp with 5. He's going to need to do more to help Shai out. Then Barris with 15. Dale Ellis with 12. 2 point lead for the Supersonics. 1 point lead. 55 seconds remaining in the third quarter. As that comes to the close, we start the fourth. With a small lead for Seattle. You're going to have to keep it up to secure the win against the Lakers. Shai was 19 with 22 now. 2 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 steals. 8 point lead for the Supersonics. Guys now enter triple digits with 5 minutes remaining. 5:32. And I don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like Seattle might secure the win against the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm not calling them low riders. That's just the game, the simulation. And the final score 116 to 109. Seattle Supersonics. With Shai putting up a cool 33 points to secure the win. For the Western Conference Finals, they're going to be going against Golden State themselves. And Chicago just got knocked out by New York Knicks. That's tough. For Golden State, they got Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway, Nick Anderson, Mitch Richmond, Jim Paxson, and company. So, let's hope they can clinch this. I'm not saying they're going to sweep. Probably not. This was Patrick Ewing, Forrest Grant, Mark Jackson. They're obviously not going to sweep, but they had to secure the win. Of course, make sure they don't go to game 7. Maybe 5 or 6, probably. And Seattle takes game 1. They take game 2. Okay, looks pretty good. Okay. Don't want to speak too soon. They lose game 3 to Golden State. 5-point game. They take game 4. Okay. Just need one more. Do they have that killer instinct? No, they do not. Going to game 5. Take game 5 and going to game 6. And they're going to another game 7. Okay. Back-to-back game 7s for the Supersonics. Not so sure what that's about. We gotta find a way to clinch some way, somehow. So we're jumping right in. But Seattle taking a huge lead. Oh wait, no, going back and forth. Well, it looks like we're playing in Seattle now. Actually, with 11 points now. 8-point lead. Again, sorry for my computer lagging. Sometimes the things I think he wants to do it for fun. Just to mess with me. 45-36 Seattle. 47-38 Seattle. 49. 8-point lead. 15 for Shai. 9 for Chris Mullen. Seattle takes a pretty huge lead. Again, don't want to speak too soon. The Warriors are still in it. Shai with 21. (76, 62). Golden State slowly creeping up on Seattle. 26 for Shai, he's on the bench right now. 18 for Nick Anderson. 17 for Chris Mullen. 18 now. 3 blocks. No, sorry, 3 steals, 2 blocks. Shai is still on the bench. He just got back into the game. So yeah, about to enter triple digits. Golden State is still on their heels though. Do not count them out, people. 5 minutes remaining. Seattle will have to hold out. 35 for Shai. 4 assists, 1 block, 2 steals. 20 for Chris Mullen. 22 for Nick Anderson. 4 players at Golden State are now in double figures. And it looks like Seattle takes another Game 7 thriller for 35 points for Shai. 122-99 Seattle Supersonics. And we're going to the finals with New York. Alright. So, let's hope this doesn't go to another Game 7. Please. Please. Game 1 goes to New York. Game 2 goes to Seattle. Okay. Game 3, Seattle, Derek McKee is out with a sprained thumb. He's not going to be back for the series, obviously. Game 4, New York. That's about Game 7 coming on, people. Come on. Seattle takes Game 5. All they need is one more. They'll win their first championship. And we're going to another Game 7. What a shocker. 1991 NBA Finals are going to jump in. And now I want to tell y'all that for some reason all the footage of this game, I didn't get it for some reason. I was recording it though. I'm not sure if it stopped, the camera stopped on its own, but used like a screen recorder with Xbox or something like that. Actually, it was a CapCut, so I don't know how it messed up or not. So, just to let y'all know ahead of time, if Seattle do win this game, Shai wins Finals MVP, obviously. So, chances are in any, I might cut this a little bit short. It only goes to like the third quarter or so. We'll just see it play out. With Seattle taking an early lead, winning by 2. Oh, going back and forth. Just a reminder, Shai does win the 1991 playoff, 91 NBA Finals, just so you all remember. Shai with 8 points, 5 blocks, now on defensive masterclass. And I think this is where the finish might cut off, might be wrong. Shai with 15 now. New York up by 3. So as you can see, Shai is already declining. He's third in declining players and eighth in top players. Top teams are Seattle Symphony at number 2. Shai has been getting injured a lot this season, past season also. So I'm not too surprised, but let's move on to 1992 season. Now we're starting 1992 regular season with us being 4th in the conference at the moment. So we're gonna start off. Then the Barrows is injured, out for 9 games. Shai's injured, out for 5. Jeez, Shai's recovered. You guys noticed he has been getting injured a lot though. Made a game-winning free throw. Out for 8 games with an Achilles tendon, bro. What? Now the 90s are not treating this man nice at all. I'm telling you that right now. We're now 3rd, 2nd in the conference. We're going pretty good. Shai made All-Star. Out for 6 games with back spasm. Jeez. We're 1st in the Western Conference. Okay. And now we make it to the playoffs. That's the 1st seed against Portland. Okay, that's pretty good for Seattle. So, SGA for this Clyde Drexler. Seattle takes game 1 in overtime. They take game 2. They lose game 3. They lose game 4. Okay. And they take game 5. So move on to Golden State in the 2nd round. Game 1. They lose game 1 to Golden State. Game 2, Golden State takes it. Game 3, Seattle. Game 4, Golden State is getting scary. Seattle needs to make a comeback now. 3-1, come on. And Seattle loses 4-1 in the 2nd round. That's tough. That is tough. And Dale Ellis is out with the ACL tear. Did I say he's out for 30 days, if I'm correct? If I'm wrong, be sure to correct me down in the comments. Finals, Golden State and New Jersey Nets with Golden State 4-1. Shai has made all-league 1st team. It is now top players again, along with Dana Barris at 8. Shai just below Michael Jordan. Okay. And top teams, Seattle is being number 2. Now entering the 1993 regular season. We're on a 7-game win streak. It looks like it. 1st, 2nd in the conference now. Going pretty good. Racking up some losses here and there. We're having a lot of injuries. Shai injured again. He's out for 7 games. We're 1st in the conference. Shai injured again for 5 with a strained hamstring. He's back again. Dallas threat, torn ACL, 96 games. Wow. Shai injured again. Jeez. Again, the 90s are not treating Shai very well. And Seattle clinches another playoff spot, number 3 seed with Portland again. Let's see how they fare. Lose game 1. Seattle takes game 2. Portland game 3. Seattle game 4, tied 2-2. And Seattle makes it to the 2nd round with Golden State again. Sean Kemp out with a patellar tendonitis for 5 games. Golden State takes a 2-0 lead. Seattle takes 1. Golden State takes another. Ooh, Golden State again. Seattle loses to Golden State in the 2nd round again, 4-1. Not gonna lie, stuff is looking rough for these guys. Man. I don't know what it is. Chicago and Los Angeles are like the Clippers. And Chicago sweeps 4-0. Shai makes all 1st team again with Michael, Magic, Larry Bird. Then the Barrow 6th man of the year. 1994, Shai is number 2 in declining players at 30 years old. That's tough. But he hasn't getting injured a lot though, so he has suffered a good bit. So we're going to the 1994 regular season. Shai's injured again with a sprained ankle. That's tough. So the dashboard, we're 4th in the conference, 6th, 7th. Taking a lot of heavy losses. Supersonics are. Shai out for back spasms. Besides Shai, the Supersonics are suffering a lot of injuries with a lot of their players. I'm not sure why though. Seattle is 8th in the West, with Phoenix as number 1. And the Supersonics are beginning to pick it up a little bit. 4th in the conference. And they made the playoffs going up against Houston. The King, Muggsy Bogues, Bug Johnson, and everyone else, Otis Thorpe. So let's see. Game 1, Seattle. Game 2, Houston. Game 3, Seattle. Okay, so you keep this going. Game 4, tied 2-2. Game 5, Seattle moves on, going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Charles Burrell, James Worthy, Gary Leonard. Game 1, Seattle. Game 2, Seattle again. Okay, this looks good. Game 3, Minnesota. Game 4, Minnesota again, tied 2-2. Game 5, Seattle. Can they clinch it? No, they can't. Of course they can. Alright, we're going to Game 7. 1994 playoffs. Seattle, for some reason, does not have that killer instinct in them to close out a series. Playing in Seattle, Minnesota with a Seattle lead. The lead changes, going back and forth a little bit. Seattle goes on a little bit of a run. Shai with 14 points. With Charles Burrell with only 3. Marvin Brown with 8. Second quarter coming to a close with Seattle still in the lead. But don't speak too soon though. Gary Leonard with 12. Seattle up by 15 before. Third quarter comes to a close with Seattle still in the lead. Shai with 22 points. Low-key carrying the Supersonics. 3 players on Minnesota are in double figures now. Make that 4, 5. Tied at 79. I'm going to slow it down a tiny bit. Going down to the wire. Tied at 81. Seattle up by 4. Still up by 4 now. Seattle going a little run. A few seconds left. And Seattle takes it. A nail-biting Game 7, 93-88. Seattle Supersonics. Shai with a cool 25 points. Sean Kemp with a double-double, 15-13. And they move on to the Western Conference Finals to meet who? Golden State. Of course it is. Okay. This is coming. Alright, this isn't even a rivalry now. Low-key, it's not even a rivalry. I think they beat them like once. Supersonics beat Golden State once in the second round, as Golden State takes 2-0 lead. Jeez. $3-0 lead. Wow. Will they sweep? And they get swept in the Western Conference Finals. That's tough. Tim Hardaway, Chris Mullins sent Shai Gilgeous-Alexander home with the broomstick, and just to lose to the Hawks. Dale Ellis has to retire. Shai makes all first team. Dana Barrett, 6th man of the year for I think 2 years in a row now. Alright, Dale Ellis retired at age 34. Excellent. They lost. They swept. They got swept in the Western Conference. How's that excellent? Shai is number 6 in declining players. Declining team, Supersonics. 1995 regular season. Seattle Symphony. Seattle Supersonics. Shai out with 4 with a back spasm again. They are 12th in the conference now. Jeez, they are not doing too good. Shai is now 31. You gotta win over somewhere in overtime. 12th, 11th in the conference. Now it's okay. They're picking back up. Superstars are making a little bit of a comeback late in the season. They go to 7th. Still only that 7th spot, dropped to 8th, and they made the playoffs barely just to meet the Clippers in the first round. Okay, if things go well, I'll let Shai stay on that team. If not, and they lose in the first round of the Clippers. That I did by accident. I meant to go one day at a time, but I just wasn't paying attention. Just to have the Clippers win the NBA Finals. These are not going well for Shai at Seattle, so I'm going to spin the wheel again and send him to another team. Hopefully, he can get another. Shai's made 3rd team all. Hopefully, he can get maybe another championship, at least one more. Nah, I'm not exactly sure though. He's only 31, but he's gone through a lot of injuries, so his body is deteriorating probably a little bit. So he spins the wheel and he ends up on the Brooklyn Nets, which is the New Jersey Nets in the 90s. So let's go. 3-1. Mookie Baylock was injured, not sure who he is. The New Jersey Nets drop to 9th. Go up to 3rd. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's going up and down for these guys. Shai out with a patellar tendonitis. Shai recovered. You're at 3rd in the conference. 4th. Third with 41 and 30. Okay, 2nd. And the New Jersey Nets have a playoff spot. All right. So we going up against Boston. So there's a chance we might meet Michael Jordan in the 2nd round or so. Christian Leonard, Sean Bradley for the Celtics now. Larry Bird has retired in this simulation. The Nets take game 1. Charles Shackford out with a sprained ankle. They take game 2. They take game 3 with a sweep. Okay, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good for the New Jersey Nets. Shai's new team. Going to the end round, we meet Washington. Alonzo Mourning, Greg Anthony. They take game 1. Washington takes game 2. They take game 3. Shai out with a sprained ankle for 1 game. New Jersey rallies together and takes game 4. New Jersey takes game 5. Just 1 more. And we're going to game 7. As always, some things just don't change. So New Jersey Nets versus the Washington Wizards. Playing in New Jersey. New Jersey takes a pretty good lead, substantial, for the first quarter. But Washington is still hanging around, still fighting to make it. Ben Baker with 12 points. Second quarter comes to a close with the Nets still in the lead. The Washington Wizards are still there though, don't count them out. Shai with 13 points. So the decline you can see. New Jersey still in it, about to reach triple figures with 1-on-1. 3 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. 103-93. And if things work out, Shai with only 13. Then New Jersey takes it. 105-98 New Jersey Nets. And then go on to the Eastern Conference Finals where they meet Michael Jordan and the Bulls. And Michael Jordan looking just fine, 74 overall. I'm not gonna lie, Shai has had a rough time of it with all his injuries. So we're gonna see how he can handle the GOAT himself. Chicago takes game 1. New Jersey takes game 2. Game 3, Chicago. Shai is recovering from his injury. Chicago game 4. Shai's out for 2 games. And Chicago takes the series. That sucks. And then Chicago and Dallas. And Dallas, wow. Dallas was the 1996 NBA Finals. That's tough. Anthony Hardaway and company, Shai makes all second team. Grant Hill MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. '96 draft, AI, Kobe Bryant, Ray Allen, Antoine Walker. So I'm gonna move on to the 1997 NBA season. So we are in the 1997 regular season. Top players: Michael Jordan, Jim Jackson, Chris Webber. Improving is Chris Robinson for the Nets. Shai isn't even on this list, as you can see. So let's move on. Shai is 33. It dropped down in overall over time. And the Nets are on a very bad start. Going 8th, 9th in the conference as of now. 6th. They're picking up the pace a little bit. 4th, 6th, 5th, going up and down. Shai out with a sprained ankle. He's back. Things are very up and down for the New Jersey Nets. As they reach 4th, they drop back down to 5th, up, back, up, down, up, down, up, down. About to give me a headache. Where's my aspirin at, people? Use the trade deadline. New Jersey 4th, 3rd in the East, with Chicago number 1. So what's still possible? 5th, 3rd, 4th, 6th, 7th. Oh, they're dropping to 8th, 9th. Ooh, taking some heavy losses there. Shai made All-Star. They dropped to 9th. Oh wow, and they got eliminated from playoff contention. So that's gonna be it for Shai's career in the 90s. So sadly, that is it. 52 overall, 33 years old. Averaging only 15.6 points this season. One-time champion, 3-time slam dunk contest, 7-time All-League, 2-time All-Defensive, 8-time All-Star. So that will be it for this, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, share the video with everyone you know. If you would like me to do this simulation again with Shai, but this time without injuries, be sure to get this video to 20 likes. And if you want me to do another favorite basketball player, or maybe football, baseball, whatever you want, be sure to put that down in the comments also, as Shai is inducted to the Hall of Fame. So I'll catch you all later.